and watch the chef cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, gonna let you know that this video was brought to you by Manscaped. Big Manscaped in the building. You know the vibes, man. Use code Brunson, save 20% off, get the free shipping, and the free shipping I forfeit that for y'all. Day 6 of training camp was hold on. Day 6 of training camp was crazy. You know what I mean? The hottest day of camp so far this year. They were predicting, you know what I mean, temperatures to be in the triple digits in the Philadelphia area where training camp was taking place. So what the organization decided to do today was push training camp to 9 o'clock. Instead of 10 o'clock. You know, probably you got like an 8-degree difference at most. But listen, anything helps, man. You want guys to be fresh. And you know how it go, man. Especially, you know, guys like Devontae Smith, who's reportedly nursing. I think it's a hamstring situation right now. And, you know, they're saying he's always amongst the top of the list of guys who ran the most at practice. So it's just a little wear and tear. They're just trying to, you know, let's sit him down for a minute, let him rest, do some light stretching. No need to really go hard. You know what I mean? Let's get into some of these camp notes. First of all, let's get into some of these tweets from Tim McManus before we get into some of these camp notes, man, that happened from day 6 of camp. So Tim McManus tweets observations from day 6 of Eagles training camp. Obviously, he was there. 1, Jalen Hurts is targeting A.J. Brown a bunch, and that trend continued Thursday, especially with Devontae Smith sidelined with the groin injury we just talked about, not hamstring, groin. Brown split 2 defenders and ran for the touchdown after a sharp pass from Hurts over the middle. That's what I be talking about when A.J. Brown can do more with less. You know, when I said that, you know, at the round table, you know, Louis T's thing is, you know, he's under the impression that, you know, who's Scary Terry, that he's doing more with less due to the quarterback situation. I mean, he is who he is still. But A.J. Brown can do almost everything. You see what I'm saying? A.J. Brown can take a slant, a 7-yard slant to the crib. Like, a lot of them guys really ain't cut from that cloth. And it's reported that A.J. Brown is looking much faster than he's did in the past. A good day for the wide receiver / return hopeful Brenton Covey, the 25-year-old rookie out of Utah. He made an impressive catch during one-on-ones, extending his arms to snag a pass with Josiah Scott in coverage. Also scored on a slant during red zone team drills on the pass from Signett. Now, I don't really know much about this guy, Signett. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I think he's one of the quarterbacks on the roster. I'm hearing that he's outplaying Carson Strong for that 3rd spot. You know what I mean? Making a name for himself. Receivers are at a big advantage during one-on-one drills. Clearly, I just talked about that the other day because one-on-one drills don't have safety help over the top. It's just mano-a-mano in the whole field. Unless the cornerback is going to use the sideline or something like that, then he's really at a disadvantage. Credit Maddox for blanketing Quez Watkins all the way down the field before elevating for a near pick. The starting DBs continue to shine. That's all I care about, bro. Bro, this defense is cooking, man. They cooking with grease, and the grease is hot, bubbling. It's ridiculous, man, how good this defense is looking and sounding in training camp, man. Let's get into these notes now. Despite it being the hottest day of the year in Philadelphia, the Eagles had the longest practice of training camp so far. Jalen Reagor got by James Bradbury for a touchdown in one-on-one drills. Mind you, it was one-on-one drills. I'm excited for Jalen Reagor and him continuing to, you know, put his best foot forward and do the right things in practice. He's been balling the last couple of days. You know what I mean? With Andre, but this is the thing about Jalen Reagor. Like, he had a crazy one-hand catch last year. Like, Jalen Reagor got to do some of this in the game, man. For real, for real. And we're going to talk a little bit about Jalen Reagor at the end of this. Well, Andre Dillard and Jordan Mailata out. They both had concussions. You know what I mean? LaRaven Clark got first-team left tackle reps today. Coyote Asawuka took second-team left tackle reps today. Jalen Hurts had a rough series. Missed 2 easy throws and held on to the ball for too long. Reed Signett escaped pressure and hit Carrick Wheatfall with while rolling to his left. Seems like there's there's a big gap between Siner and Carson Strong for that third QB spot. Very, very encouraging and very, very shocking for real. For a lot of people had a lot of high praise from Carson Strong. A lot of people thought he was worthy of a first-round pick, but we all know he went unsigned. He still got some work to do. And 7-on-7s, the pass was a little behind Brown, but he adjusted to make the catch. Really nice play. Hurts had another pass to Brown that was described as a bullet in the back of the end zone. Great ball. Jalen Hurts had another quick, timely throw to Brown on a slant route, who took it to the house. On a run to the outside, Hassan Reddick used his speed for a chase down tackle on Miles Sanders. Now we talking about linebackers now. Kaiser White beat Miles Sanders to the sideline before Sanders could even cut upfield. White was described as someone who does a tremendous job at diagnosing rushes and setting the edge. TJ Edwards had 2 diving pass breakups today, adding on to an already strong training camp. It was just a bad day for the offense in general. Bad passes, offensive line play was bad, and dropped passes. Fly Eagles fly. And this is what can happen during the regular season in terms of, this bad day from the offense. Let's talk about it for a second. Now, Mailata didn't practice today. And was it Landon Dickerson? Let me read back up to these notes. We know we missed 2 starting offensive linemen, due to concussion today. And what happened after that? You missed 2 starting offensive linemen. Now your quarterback is off balance. Your quarterback is out of rhythm. Guys are dropping passes because your quarterback probably got to get the ball out a little quicker than he would. So guys are having to adjust and come back to passes. You know what I mean? That's just how fast these things can happen in the National Football League. That lets you know that availability is the strongest weapon for the Philadelphia Eagles moving forward this upcoming season. Availability. And this defense is not cutting nobody no breaks. They don't care if you're missing people. This defense is literally out here to put in work, and they making this offense work. I like that they making this offense work the way that they making them work, because Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, and a lot of these guys never played against a defense like this, including A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert. They've never played against this magnitude of coverage and being able to get to the rusher. You know what I mean? I'm hearing that, Jalen Hurts was also, was sacked today. I guess the 2-hand touch thing that they do. This is the bottom line, man. I think this is the best front 7 in the division. I think this is one of the best front 7s in the National Football League. And all we got to do is continue to press forward and get better each and every day. So, it was some guys missing from practice. So I guess, you can contribute that to the offense not having its best day, but it's practice. LeRaven Clark got some good reps against beasts, against guys like Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox and them guys coming off the edge, Barnett and those guys. And we were also able to, get Britton Covey into some action, who they're reportedly saying that he's running some crazy crisp routes. And it's looking really, really good for him for making his roster, especially as a punt return specialist or anything we can have him as. Now, as far as Jalen Reagor go, man, it's something that I like about Jalen Reagor that makes me say, wow, this guy can really stick around if we do the right thing by him. I was looking at some Ty Montgomery tape yesterday, and Ty Montgomery is the ultimate Swiss Army knife. Now, I don't expect Jalen Reagor to be able to tackle like Ty Montgomery or play special teams the way Ty Montgomery plays it, or even be a gunner on special teams and run down there and tackle players. I think once you've already been acclimated as a wide receiver in the National Football League, you just kind of feel yourself a little bit. You kind of act like a diva. If we can get Jalen Reagor to take some carries out of the backfield, that would be detrimental to how far he can go for the rest of his career. Because right now it's not looking like a good thing for him at the wide receiver position. But I think Jalen Reagor could really serve some use as an additional running back in the backfield for the Philadelphia Eagles. Because if you don't hand it off, you really got to pay attention to this guy as a pass catcher. He can catch better than Miles Sanders. Just something to think about. And I like Jalen Reagor, on a little jet sweep and stuff like that. He got vision when he got the ball in his hand. It's just that intermittent time when he's running his routes and waiting for the ball, he's just non-existent there. So let me know what y'all think about Jalen Reagor possibly being converted to a running back / wide receiver. How do you think that would fare for the team moving forward? And day 6 of training camp, man, is in the books. Listen, it's just practice. It's just practice. It's just practice. The good days and the bad days are still practice. But we got an obligation to report them fairly and evenly. You know what I'm saying? That's our job, you know what I mean, as content creators, and that should be the job of the media as well. So day 6 is in the books. It was a good one for me, if you're asking me. You know what I mean? Out there getting in the heat, getting it in, man. The guys are healthy for the most part. Zach Pascal returned today. A lot of good stuff to look forward to, Eagles Nation. Let me know what you think in the comments.